by using a code. That's what a code for. The code is the leader. It shouldn't be any individual person, because individual people die. That's an absolute. I don't know of anybody who hasn't died, all right? And then everybody starts talking about, well, let's drag around here, for the next 50 years until we can get us somebody who can tell us something that's worth listening to, because that's all we're really saying. Somebody who will tell you something that's worth listening to. So just look at that. Okay, tell you what that's worth listening to. Just tell you the truth. So everybody really can find the truth on their own once they start looking for it. See, that's the United Independent concept. The concept is, if each and every individual person knows what to do and what to say, and what to not do and what not to say, each and every day, in every circumstance, then all problems are solved. So it's just a matter of not following a person or looking for a person. Seek the truth about everything, and then say, okay, is there a problem? Put it in the form of a question, whatever the problem is, and say, now what is the mechanics for solving a problem? What's the mechanics for solving a problem if you want to cross the street? You say, okay, I have 2 legs on my body, okay, and I'm looking across the street right now because I have 2 eyes and I can see across the street. Now there's a street between me and the other side of the street. I'm standing on this side of the street, and I'm looking at the other side of the street. Now I can see that. A squirrel can see that. A bird can see that. Rats can see that coming out of the gutter. See, if people are, you might say, educated, I don't say trained, to always look for logic, that's what I'm trying to say. First of all, we need to know that we need a code, because right now we're always looking for the leader that can come from somewhere. And really, if we tell the truth, when you listen to black people talk, when we really tell the gut truth, we are saying, well, one of these days we'll get the real super leader that can solve all the problems in the middle of the night, and then I wake up the next morning and all the problems have been solved. If most black people would tell the truth, that's really what they're looking for. See, we're not looking to do anything ourselves, if we be honest with ourselves, which is what we haven't been able to do. But when we are actually told, like I was told by a black sergeant when I was in the military, in what they call the Air Force in Japan in 1957, that's when I started writing what I have. Because he told me this. He said, Fuller, I've been watching you. I'm making my business to study people. Now, I've been studying you, and I got you figured out. You ain't hard to figure out. What you are doing, Fuller, is running all over the world looking for an ideal situation. Now, he was telling the truth. It hurt my feelings when he said it. He said, let me tell you one blankety-blank thing. There's no such thing as an ideal situation that's all tailored for you to come and flop down in and do absolutely nothing. Because that's what you were really looking for. And he was telling the truth about me. It cut deep. It made me angry. But the truth sometimes does. And this is what most black people have been trained by the white supremacists to do. To say, hey, one of these days, y'all just wait. It ain't going to be like this all the time, because one of these days, this ideal situation is going to come about, and all we have to do is just walk in and flop down and say, hallelujah time, pass the chicken. Now, in the back of our minds, that's really what we wake up in the morning and go to bed at night. thinking about all the time. And the white supremacists love it because they don't believe that. They believe you got to use your two hands and your eyes and your brain all the time, 24/7, burn midnight oil, doing what? Solving every problem that you encounter and not waiting around for anybody other than you to solve every problem that you're confronted with. That's the white supremacist mentality. And that's why they are dominant.